anything. You were going there anyway. So instead of having an Amazon link on your toolbar on your computer, just replace it with jmohr.com. And whenever you want to buy something from Amazon, just click on jmohr.com and hit the Amazon banner. I get a kickback. That's how I pay for these fancy microphones. A lot of fake mustaches. We get the good ones too. They cost money. So here, email me what you bought. Doug Parscale wrote, "How's it, Jay Mohr's? I just purchased $877 worth of hand sanitizer pumps from my work through your Amazon link." What do you work at, a fucking prison?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. A lot of effing hand sanitizers. You only live once, I think. Got to keep the AIDS away. Thanks for making my Monday and Fridays a little better. Keep up the good work, Maury Povich. That was lame. I'm out. Doug Pascal from San Francisco, and then he's got the order number here, so he knows I'm not. So I know he's not bullshitting. $877 worth of hand sanitizer pumps. Where do you think this guy works?
I don't know. He's a custodian, man.
Oh yeah,
he probably has a custodian janitor business.
And it's a free podcast, so it's affordable to. You know what, Doug? You made my day, man. That fires me up that you're out there just bumping hand sanitizer. His hands are all cracked and dry and shit. He's getting more germs. Willie, your anger issues you had?
Yeah.
Look, this is what I know most. When your name comes up, Willie Barcena.
That was years ago, bro.
No, you don't even know what I'm saying. I'm saying a different thing. The first thing that comes up to my mind is the word work.
Yeah.
I was getting drunk. We were in Sacramento together doing a gig together. And you went to the gym after the show, the local, like, whatever the gym was, and you were on the treadmill, and I remember it was, like, almost an hour.
That was back in the day.
When the fuck does this guy get tired? Because I'm like 30 minutes. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. But you were an hour, and you were looking at me like, yeah, I'll be with you in a second, bro, because I was trying to get you to come off the treadmill to drink with me.
Yeah.
So you come off the treadmill, and then we went our separate ways. You're like, let me go take a shower. We're staying like in the same condo unit or whatever.
Right.
And I drink, and then I get in the shower, and I drink some more, and I have a couple more pops. I watch a little TV. I drink. I go over to your room. I open the door to your room. You're sitting at a desk. You got a notebook open, and you're writing. You're working on your act. And I thought, it's the first time in my life, I thought, people like work at this? And you were the first guy I saw treat it like a job.
Yeah.
Like I'm drunk as fuck already.
Right.
You had just gotten off the treadmill, and you were just handwriting out long form handwriting entire routines.
Yeah.
Some that may not even make it into the act.
Right.
I know what you thought I was going to say. I am going to say that later. But I will say this. Willie Barcena, and if you're going to go see him in El Paso April 10th, Wednesday through Sunday, April 10th to April 14th, you're not going to see a guy Jay Leno works the hardest. We've already covered that.
Right.
But, bro, you inspired me, man. I started writing my shit out longhand. And you know what? I never told you this because I haven't seen you in fucking 15 years.
Right.
When I have an acting job, because of that night in that hotel, I write all my lines out longhand. And when I can do it without looking, I know I'm done.
I don't know if you remember this, man. I asked you for advice.
We're out of time. This is Willie Barcena. I don't know.
I asked you on advice about acting, and you told me, remember your lines. You got to study your lines. Because, I've always had a passion for stand-up, but I don't know why. I don't. It doesn't. I mean, you're a great actor. You're like a triple threat, man. Whatever, right? But man, somehow I can't get myself to get that same discipline for acting.
Because it's scary.
I guess you're right, man.
If you go in there and half-ass it, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If you go in there and you know it so cold, and if a burglar alarm goes off or the fire alarm goes off, and they go, you know what, just forget it, just go exactly from where you were, and you can just pick it up and work the fire alarm into what you were saying, and you know it's stone cold, and then they don't take you, like that's a bigger drop.
Then you feel like a fucking loser, huh? You're like, fuck, I suck.
It's a big drop. Yeah. But you could totally do it.
No, man. Well, I recently just after all these years started. I have a coach. I'm trying to take that thing serious because you need to. Things have come up, and then we don't think he's ready. But so now I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna let someone say that.
When you go into an audition, this is my opinion. This is my manager. Barry.
Yeah.
You got to be undeniable, man. You got to go in there, and you have to create a problem. You got to go in. If you go into an audition and you're holding the script in your hand and you're looking down at all, it's gone.
It's over?
You're gone. It's over. It's over.
So what's the best advice you can give me, bro?
walk in there like you have the job in the audition and act as if you're showing up to film the scene.
Wow.
That's what I do.
Good fucking advice, dude.
But how did you not think of that yourself?
I don't know, man. I'm not that smart.
Just go in there, no script, nothing. And when they go, do you need a script? You're like, no, like I'm ready to go. Let's do it. And they go, which one do you want to start with? And they go, whatever you want. They go, all right, let's start with the gas station scene. You go, okay.
You know, I had an acting coach a few years back, not the one I have now, but would say it's good to go in there and hold your sides and look down.
Heard other guys say
and
that
look
right
down
here,
once in
right?
a while.
Andrew, we've had other guys say that on this podcast. Yeah.
Yeah,
And, I'm like,
they say, and I say, why is that good? And they say, well, that way they know that you still have more to give. That's what they told me. So for years, I would go in there with the sides and say, all right, I'm not gonna give it all because what you're saying is perfect sense, dude.
how are you gonna make the big league club if you're up there bullshitting swinging?
Right.
Fucking hit a couple bombs, take a walk, hit a double,
Right.
steal a base, and get out of there.
Right.
You know, if you're a righty, don't hit lefty.
Right.
That's stupid advice. I tell you.
No. Bro, I'm a baseball guy.
Okay.
My kids are both. My kids is probably going to D1. He's a senior right now. He's a baseball guy. And then my
hold on. This slow down. This is
What?
hot as shit. Now you're speaking my language. I got a sports radio show, dude.
Okay.
Loving Willie Barcena. And you know what I don't like to do? I don't like to waste in line at the post office. I could be talking to Willie Barcena. Don't fast forward through this. It's an important message. Don't go to the post office. Do tasks that you should be doing on your busy schedule. Don't waste time. Use Stamps.com and get the postage you need right from your desk, okay? Right now, I have time to record Willie Barcena because I use Stamps.com. I buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package using your own computer and printer. Get everything from stamps to shipping labels the instant you need it, 24/7. Who doesn't want shipping labels? Then just hand it to your letter carrier. You'll never have to go to the post office again. I use Stamps.com. You should too. Right now, I have a special offer when you use my last name, Mohr, M-O-H-R, no risk trial, plus a $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com. Before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Mohr, M-O-H-R. You go to jmoresports.com. You get a list of affiliates if you guys want to listen to my radio show. Your oldest is how old?
17. No, he just turned 18 last week.
All right. You panic. Don't worry about it. We make a mistake. And you have 3 kids. How old's the youngest?
8.
You're not a very good Mexican with only 3 kids.
No, bro, I cut it off. Actually, I wasn't supposed to have the last one because I kept pulling out, and I figured, fuck, I don't have any more, bullets left. And I guess one night I just left it in there. And then, you know what I mean?
I forgot where I put it.
And then
the next morning, I was still in there.
When she told me she was pregnant, bro, I went to the hospital. I went I think a month later, I got a vasectomy, dude.
Oh, really?
I said, cut this thing.
You don't want more? I want 8 kids, dude.
How many do you have?
I got 2 boys, 10 and 2.
See, I have 3 boys.
But mine are too far apart. So now I want to see what it's like to have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And then, or like a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Okay, you know what? The first one I didn't want. The first one she just said, she said, I'm pregnant, right? And I was like, oh fuck.
Does he know that?
Yeah, I've told
Willie
him.
Jr.
Yeah, I told him I wanted to board his ass. I told him.
Oh man, you better make me some money in D1, homie.
Yeah, so. I was like, she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Let's get an abortion. And then she's like, no,
women love to hear that.
I'm going to have this. she goes, I'm going to have this with you or without you. And then I start thinking of growing up without a dad and all that other shit that happened in my life.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, fuck it. Let's work it out. So then when he was born, then I wanted another one right away because, I know LA, especially where I grew up, you always needed brothers. You always needed 2 to back each other up.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? And LA, there was always like, oh, don't fuck with him because you got a brother. And so my mentality was that, I'm going to have 2 little motherfuckers. So then the second one was planned. And then years later came the one that snuck in under the tag. And then that's it. I have 3.
And your oldest boy is getting recruited by D1. Have they sent you letters?
Yeah. He's got some letters. Go ahead.
Tell me the school.
No. Santa Barbara sent him a letter. They saw him at a showcase. He was good. They actually wrote about him in the LA Times that he didn't go to. He's not playing for his high school, because he's playing for a travel team.
Okay.
And they wrote, and the LA Times wrote like a little article on like, Willie Barcena was about to break the batting average for the history of the school, home runs for the history of school, and bases stolen. And he just gave it all up because he wanted to go to where they recruit you. You know, travel ball is where to go now, bro. High schools, honestly, bro. High school ball now, and I know there's good high schools out there. I know Chatsworth.
I know. You want to be a quarterback, you go to Harvard, Westlake.
Yeah, there's some good schools for baseball in Orange County. But other than that, other than a few schools in Orange County and maybe Chatsworth, you know, LA City baseball sucks balls, man. And the coaches don't give a shit. You know, it's not like back in the day where the coaches had love for the kids. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now it's just like, all right, let's just get through this. You know, it's not, let me help this kid get recruited.
Do you think Willie Jr. is going to play D1 ball? Do you think he's that good?
Yeah, he played with Steve Garvey's kid 2 years ago. Ryan. Yeah. He was on that travel team. He was the
Santa Barbara. Who else? University of Arizona. He's going to go to University of Arizona, your kid.
I don't know where he's going to go, bro.
Free ride. But did Santa Barbara say we'll pay for it?
Well, you know what? They're talking to him, bro.
That's going to be a big factor.
Yeah.
You'll put him to University of Phoenix if they fucking pay for it.
Well, you know, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. I'll put him in the University of Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Willie, also, I want everybody to know you're going to be at the El Paso comic strip Wednesday, May 10th.
Yeah.
May 10th?
No,
April 10th. Sorry.
April 10th.
April 10th. Right now. If you're listening to this right now, he's at your town, El Paso. And if you're within 100 miles of El Paso, and nothing really is. So you know what? The 10th of April to the 14th of April, he's at the comic strip. You can go to williebarcena.com. Also, Atlanta. Huge Mohr audience out there in Atlanta. Atlanta Improv, May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th. Go see Willie at the Atlanta Improv. And if you want all of the stand-up comedy dates, it's at williebarcena.com. Willie, I-E, Barcena, B-A-R-C-E-N-A. You were at, and don't forget to go to youtube.com/More Stories Balls for all the bonus content that we shoot, you guys. Hook it up. Get the subscription. Willie, and get the More Stories app on your iPhone. You were at the Improv, and the MC was an asshole.
Okay.
His name was Pete Fogel. I'll air him out. The guy was a dick.
All right.
And was it open? It was not open mic night.
No.
You were scheduled to go on like 8th out of like 13 people, right?
Yeah.
And somebody came in and bumped you?
No, man. What this is
I know how it ends.
All right. You know, the guy
Should I just say how it ends and then you fill it in up until then? Because it's one of the greatest things that ever happened. Because I don't know anybody that really liked Pete Fogel. And by the time he kept bumping you. And for the listeners, will love this. Willie Barcena finally, he was going to close the show. Look at that fucking guy. Yeah.
Is that him?
Oh, don't you remember?
Yeah.
He's really clenching his fists.
Did you hear he got his story, dude? That they helicoptered him out of one of the cruise ships because they said you know they're real strict on some shows.
Yeah,
they'll tell you cannot. It's got to be squeaky clean because there's children.
But in Atlanta and El Paso, you're going to be R-rated, right?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, bro. No. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about this guy. Yeah, this guy.
No, because I know you do cruise ships.
Yeah. No, but yeah, okay. I had an incident with the guy. He was a dick. He was a bully, man. Because it was to me the reason he was a bully because I had just got picked up by Bud Friedman. Remember the big things? The big thing was to be a regular on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
On the weekend, if you're a comic. And they say, okay, you're in.
Hello, Jay. How are you?
Yeah.
How's your sitcom? It got canceled. Then clear the hallway. He let you. If you had a show, you could fucking swing from the. You could swing from the chandelier. He wouldn't care. But if your show got canceled, he'd be like, "Come on, move it along, guys. Move it along. No loitering." How's your show? It's canceled. Come on out of the restaurant.
Well, I had been kicked out of the Improv, and then I got the Tonight Show, and then he showed up. Bud was there.
Willie, I've always loved you. I love Bud,
and I was back in, bro.
I love that. I love his wife Alex. They've been good to me, man. I'm an improv guy.
Yeah, no, they're great to me.
I'm a company man.
Bro,
start cutting me checks, I'm your guy.
No, I'll tell you what, brother. There was a Christmas where I didn't have gigs, and I just said, fuck. You know how it is. You got when the kids are little, and I said, I don't have gigs this Christmas, Bud. And he wrote me a check, dude. And he goes, look, I'm gonna give you this check. He goes, you're gonna work January. I got you. You know how when you're hustling from
Bud's old school. Man.
Yeah, dude. So no, I got love for him, man.
I'm gonna tell Bud, look, man, June's a motherfucker. Just make him some random
Yeah.
fuck.